What's up, you guys? It's your certified ghetto mechanic here, back with another video. Definitely a video I wasn't planning on making originally. I was gonna do the top 5 things to service on a car. I got you, Moo Shiesty. I'll do it eventually. But today, we will be replacing my camshaft position sensor on my 2012 Dodge Journey SXT 3.6 liter. Anyway, let's get started. Okay, so to get started, what we want to do is we want to pop off this engine cover here. Okay, so after removing our engine cover, what we want to do is remove the vapor purge hose, our brake booster hose, and our PCV hose. And also for the harnesses, what we want to do is remove the harness that goes to the ETC and the one for our map sensor as well. So we're going to start off with the map sensor. And now what we want to do is get a prying tool of some sort, remove the vapor purge hose. So what we want to do is get ourselves a slip joint pliers and squeeze these clips here. Get that back there. And then manipulate ourselves. Get it out of there. You know what? I give up. I'm removing with a tool. That's not coming out. Okay. But move it very careful because there is a plastic hose connected to the back. So we want to move it very slowly so we don't crack it. And then also our brake booster hose right here. You just pull it out. Just shake it. And then now we want to remove the clip here for the harness. Now that's disconnected. And with our prying tool, we could also get this clip out here. Okay, so now I'm going to be using my electric ratchet with a 10mm socket to remove 4 nuts, 2 up here in the front, 2 in the back. So let's get started. Okay, so I managed to get 3 out of the 4 nuts, and the 4th one is all the way in the back, and I can't reach it because this cleaner body is in the way. So I'm gonna take a flathead and remove the cleaner body. There's one flathead here, and then there's one deep in it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta really get in it. Anyway, we're just gonna loosen those up. All right, now we got the cleaner body out. And what we're gonna do is now get, oh my God, I swear to God, I'm gonna crash out. I swear to God. All right, now we can get the 4th nut out. Okay, so I also forgot to mention, we're gonna have to take the resonator off. So we're gonna remove the harness for the resonator. We're gonna pop off, there's clips in the back, you just pop it off and push it back. I'm just gonna leave it back there because I don't need that out anyway. Okay, so now we're gonna need a T20 bit with an extension to remove the 7 bolts here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then there's 7 over here. I'm losing everything. I'm already losing my nut. Pause. What? Hold up. At least I didn't lose all my nuts. Oh, there we go. 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 Right here. Boom. So let's get started. This one. Okay, so we're not quite done with the manifold yet. So what we want to do is get a pry bar or some type of prying tool and kind of get these out. This is not recommended because we're supposed to take out the bolt all the way down there, but I'm not doing that. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to do this because if it works, it works. You feel me? There we go. All right, so now I'm gonna lift it up and pull it forward. Make sure not to mess up any of the hoses or harnesses. I'm gonna remove this foam pad. Okay, so now that we got the intake manifold off, what we want to do is we replace this sensor right here. This is the camshaft position sensor here. This is bank 2, that's bank 1, and I'm just gonna replace this entire sensor for bank 2. But we gotta start off by removing the clip. As you can see, it's slightly broken, so you're gonna need a flathead and pry the little clip off. Okay, so now what we're gonna need to take the sensor off is a T27 bit with a short extension. Okay, so now I'm gonna just wiggle it out. So usually in this case, we would replace the seal as well, but I already replaced the seal. As you can tell, it's still brand new. So now what we're gonna do is just put this sensor in and just line it up with a hole. And now we're gonna tighten it. So now this new sensor uses a T30 instead of T27. So we're gonna do that. And I'm gonna set this to the lowest setting because we don't want it too tight, but we do not want it snug. Now what we wanna do is put everything back into here. And don't forget to plug in the harness and push in the clip. So I'm gonna take a flathead on this one and just push the clip in so it's at least holding in. So now that we've done doing all that, now we're gonna put back the resonator and just put it in the back. We're not gonna do anything yet. We're just gonna leave it in the back here. Okay, so we're gonna put the foam pad back in. And now we wanna put the intake manifold in very carefully. Okay, so I'm gonna make sure it gets into those bolts though first in the back. And then line it up. Okay, anyway, now that we put the manifold down, I'm gonna kind of pry it back in. Okay, so what we want to do is we want to manipulate that in. And then we gonna jam that shit in. Okay, so now that we've gotten the manifold down and in the brackets, what we're gonna do before we start putting nuts back and everything else back, we're gonna put these bolts down in a sequence. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Start off with 1. And after measure, we're gonna break it down to 71 foot-pounds or 850 inch-pounds. Okay, so now that we've gotten the manifold bolts actually put in, now we're gonna put the nuts back in. I'm gonna use a little bit of leverage. Okay, so the back ones are gonna be a lot easier. I just hope I don't drop them. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put back the PCV hose, the brake booster hose, and also the vapor purge hose back. And then for the harnesses, we're gonna put the map sensor harness back and the ETC harness back as well. Okay, so here's the purge, the vapor purge, and then now this is the brake booster. We're gonna put it all the way up on the top right there. And then I'm gonna put the PCV hose back. I don't know where I put my slip joint pliers, but I'm gonna find them somewhere. I accidentally put my camera in time lapse. Anyway, what I'm doing here, putting the harness and the hoses back. Now I put the resonator back in. You want to pop the 2 points up in the back, and then now you can put the cleaner body. You got to clamp up the 2 metal joints that I showed you earlier, and then now put the engine cover back in, and you should be all good. Anyways, that's how you replace a camshaft position sensor on a 2012 Dodge Journey with a 3.6 liter engine. You guys have a great day. See you in the next video.